Hey guys, Alfanzo here. I'm doing this. This is gonna be a short video because I procrastinated. I was sick, so I was like, I don't think I'll do a video. And then on Monday night, I was like, yeah, I'm doing a video. So, still recovering. Um, so I'm not gonna say what I was going to do because that'll take up 10 minutes of this video. I used to play the game Bioshock, just mentioned. It's a really fun game. Uh, it's a survival horror genre. It does have, it is kind of violent for those of you who are concerned about that. Just letting you know. So it takes place in the underwater utopia of Rapture. Any city called Rapture should not be considered a utopia, but like most utopias, it failed horribly. At the introduction of a superpower drug, essentially, called Adam. Adam is this way that you can achieve superpowers, like fire bending and ice bending and bee bending and the Force and crazy awesome stuff like that. But people who were using that started getting super addicted to it and becoming splicers. Uh, Splicers are the equivalents of like Goombas and Koopa Troopas. They're scarier than Goombas or Koopa Troopas, but they they're your basic guy that they just throw at you, you know. Then there's the Big Daddies. They protect the little sisters, which are vessels that you can harvest Adam from, or choose not to. Be a good person. Um, you can watch the lore video about Bioshock to learn why. But anyway, the Big Daddies protect them. They are more comparable to the Hammer Bros. If the Hammer Bros sported a 1,200-pound diving suit, drill hands, a rivet gun, fight the fire and force and all that bee bending, and would pummel you. You'd go under the Hammer Bros if you got skill, bump off on the bricks, they would look down at their feet, they would drill through the bricks and grab you by their other hand and drill you through the chest. Obliterate you. They're super hard to beat. I really wish you didn't have to kill them. For reasons that I will now explain. I'll explain it in the next video. I'll explain it now. What this video is going to be about is whether or not Big Daddies from Bioshock are in fact human. Looking at them, the answer is not immediately present. It's not directly stated in the first game. Your guy can become a Big Daddy, but it's you pretty much put on the suit, change your voice, and you're set. That's the bare minimum that the little girls will follow you. And little sisters will follow you, sorry. Yeah. Bioshock 2, however, you play as the Big Daddy. As it's an Alpha Series Big Daddy named Delta, not to be confused with Delta 1138 from Star Wars Republic Commando, although they're both equally boss, but for Star Wars fans out there. I forgot what I was saying, because that awesome pun. Oh yeah, you are a Big Daddy. It is explored in that game what a Big Daddy exactly is. It's a person. It was a person. Who was incredibly spliced, giving Adam to self, making him give you the superpowers. Way too much. Their bodies could not function anymore, so they were just they were put into these, what's left of their bodies was grafted into these suits, so they don't quite have, they're not full, and these suits are very powerful. They have the drill hands and giant metal masks, and they were assigned to take care of the little sisters, um, to protect them in exchange for Adam that they give them, because and they don't have uh, they don't have the degree of free will that the majority of humans have, which is actually something explored deeply in the game, which I really like. The second game, you are the Alpha series Big Daddy, which has a lot more free will within the parameters of a game than um, the other Big Daddies, who they are obedient to the little sisters and they form a bond with the little sisters. Subject Delta, your guy, in Bioshock 2, is the first Big Daddy ever who successfully made one of those bonds with a little sister. Um, it's if the Big Daddy is separated from the little sister, they will literally fall into a coma and eventually die. Because the, the companionship that they have is so strong that they, it's what's left of their brain, and they can't live without that. Plus, they don't have Adam, but that's actually a less. You would think that's the major point, but it's actually a lesser point of the coma and death. Big Daddies are extremely powerful. They, as I said, they have drill hands, rivet guns. Rivet guns are designed to, like, make incredible impact on, like, dense, powerful, not powerful? Not the word. Metal. Like, they will shoot you with a rivet gun, which is not enjoyable. Being shot at all is not enjoyable. Being shot with a rivet gun would just, like, own you. And it does, if you've played the game. The way you, like, look at them, they look like they'd walk really slow, like, boosh, 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 boosh. But no, that's not how it is at all. But is that human? Like, is having limited will, as much as humans have will, having basic human organs, but being and a mind, but being grafted into a suit, is that still human? Like, at what point does it stop being human? A famous line by Obi-Wan Kenobi about Darth Vader.
He's more machine now than man.
Talks about this. I mean, that's all he says, but Darth Vader is a cyborg. He has parts of him that are no longer human parts, like his arms, his legs, most of his vital organs, because they were burned. You could go about determining this a number of ways. For example, you could look at it spiritually. For example, they have a mind, they're capable of thought, and some decisions, but their free will is very limited. But they clearly do have emotions. They form a very strong bond to little sisters, and it's a very, very powerful bond to the little sisters, and as I said, if they are separated from them, they would go into a coma and die. Like, they would rather die than not be protecting the little sisters. You could also look at it mathematically and say, compare the the number of vital, the mass, the area of the vital human parts comparing to, or the percentage of human parts, of vital human parts, compared to the number of vital machine parts. In which case, I do not know the ratio. For Big Daddies, at least. For Darth Vader, I know he's more machine than man, but for Big Daddies, I don't know. I would like to think that they are human, because they have a human mind, they are capable of thought, able to have emotions. Yes, I believe that they are human. Yes. What do you guys think? Leave your answers in the comments below. Did you like Bioshock? Leave your comments. If you have played Bioshock, what did you think of it? If you haven't played Bioshock, do you think you'd ever play it? It's a fun game. I recommend it. Very fun game. I had been wanting to do a video where I don't criticize something, so I'm going to do this one about Bioshock. See you on, I don't know, Thursday? Yes, Thursday. DFTBA.
Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.